Good afternoon YouTube, and welcome to another unboxing video right here on Not Suitable for Mum. Today it's from a new company, or at least new to me, called £7 a pop. I can't remember exactly who referred me to it, but it's one of the usual miscreants that I associate myself with, so you know who you are. They had a bit of a sale on, and I thought I'd have a look, see what there was. I managed to get 10% off, which is pretty good. And what they actually do is a lot of their pops are, I think, ones that probably either been previously owned or they got returns or whatever, yeah. And so there's anything between a lot of damage and very minimal damage to the boxes. I think generally the pops are okay, so if you're not worried about the boxes, then it's not an issue. I do like my boxes reasonably good condition, but I saw these and it was grade 7, which means they got slight dents or whatever in there. Nothing really that noticeable when you first look, but we'll have a look anyway. I thought it was worth a punt, and you know, we'll dig them out and see. I do know what they are, obviously, because it's an order, not a sub, but we'll dig them out anyway, and I can tell you about them. First up, we have Sora from Toy Story, well, it is Toy Story gear, I should say, from Kingdom Hearts 3. For those of you that never played the game, it's kind of Final Fantasy meets Disney, and you go off in different locations, meeting up with various Disney characters and different scenarios, and you're having to attack these creatures called the Heartless. They're all after you, and there's something called Organisation 13 they're all involved in. It gets more and more convoluted as you go along, but good fun games. But anyway, there's Sora. Now, I'm just going to have a look at the box. Slightly bulging, maybe. But then I've had that with brand new ones. Maybe a very slight ding on the bottom there. Nothing to write home about. Again, I've had worms worth from shops. Yeah, to me it looks like in bloody good nick. And that cost me, I think it was £11, that one. We'll dig them all out in a minute. I'll show you the others first. So that's the first one. Next up, we have the Lizard from Spider-Man, Dr. Kirk Connors. Again, for those that don't know the character, he basically was a scientist trying to find ways to, if you like, regrow human tissue. Yeah, because he lost an arm and took it from a lizard, and it basically went wrong, and he's a lizard. So yeah, I haven't shown you the back of these, which I really should do. Alright, there's a whole host of characters there. I'm not going to read them all out for you, but you can pretty much see them. They're fairly self-explanatory. They are. I'll leave that for a second for you to have a read. Right, and this is a Walgreens exclusive. Now again, looking at the box, I can't see anything wrong with that at all. Oh, a very, very, very slight mark on there. Again, you wouldn't know it. You wouldn't know it. I think that's perfectly fine. And that was, I think that was £12, that one. So that's that. Oh, and yeah, before I forget, there is the back of the well, see, it doesn't really show you anything very much. Alright, but that's that. I don't think I've got any of those yet. So that's cool. And then the last one. And this one was only a £5. And oh, it comes in a pop protector. Wow. Okay. That I am surprised at. It's Iron Man for a £5. I will take him out of the pot protector so we can have a little ganders and see what It is done over, but I wasn't expecting this one because it was so cheap to come in a pop protector. So I'm quite happy about that. I say I don't really keep my pops in the boxes. I do try and display them where possible. I do need a lot more space to be able to do so. I'll put some new shelves up in the bedroom and whatnot. Again, looking at the box. Yeah, it's they always sort of seem to just suffer on the corner or something. But again, and yeah, maybe a little bit there. But again, usually, if you get yourself a heavy object like an iron or something like that, put a bit of paper in between it so you don't get any marks on it, obviously. But then just rest it for a while, leave it for an hour or so, come back to it, and you probably find that most of the kinks and whatnot are fine. So yeah, and it, you can tell it's one of the old ones. So for £5, I don't know whether it's a re-release or not, but that's bloody good. I'm pretty chuffed with that. I mean, I'm sort of wanting to get the original comic book sort of characters, and he's sort of classic Iron Man. I do have the Mark 1 armour, the really old one, where he gets when he's in the cave. But yeah, very pleased with that. So, let's dig him out, shall we? Remember, I taught you before, finger in, slight pull. That's all you should need to do to get into a box without knackerising it over. So, here we go. So I've not played this game yet. It's a bit too expensive for me at 50 odd bloody quid or whatever it is. But there he is. He's got, I think, some sort of like, I don't know what it is actually. Looks like some sort of weird mallet thing, but almost like it's got a missile on the end. So yeah, I don't know if you see that properly. Kind of weird. And he does look, the way they've done his arms and everything, he is kind of toy-like with that sort of action figure-y style articulation. So yeah, he's pretty good. I'm quite pleased with that for, what was it I said, 12 quid that one, 11 quid? Yeah, very, very good. So I put him to one side for the minute. Onto the lizard. Oh, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get into that one, but I managed. Yeah, I think for the prices, the damage is next to nothing. So you go into, you bought that in a shop and it'd be like full price, you probably wouldn't be that worried about it, to be honest. So, yeah, I think very good. So there he is. He's got his pretty basic figure really, but he's got his lab coat on. Got the old teeth up here and that. Yeah. And you've got the texture on his head. So, definitely reptilian. And his little tail. Yeah. Pretty cool. And finally, on to Mr. Stark himself. As I say, I don't know if this is an original. I'd have to go by the date, but I'm not going to look that up now. That's more from my own curiosity more than anything else. There we go. Not really much you can say about Iron Man that hasn't been said already. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I say for £5, I think that's bloody good. He does look a little weird with the eyes, with the pop eyes, but then a lot of them do. But I suppose that's what makes them what they are. Yeah, it's all legit. So yeah, very pleased with that. So let's bring them all in. If you fit in, there you are. Get in. Up a bit. There we go. There you go. All on display for you. Very good selection, including postage, which I think was £3.95. it came down to just under 30 quid. So I think that's, you know, we call it 10 quid each for an average. That's excellent. You can't grumble at that at all. So, yeah, that's it really. All I would say is thank you very much for watching. Big shout out to all my new subscribers, because there's quite a lot of you now, and I'm really happy with that. We're not that far away from 300, so keep pushing, keep plugging, we will get there. Taken a while, but we will get there. And before you go, watch the end of the video, right, after I go off camera. Yeah, because there's information on a competition that you can enter, right? 5 lovely of us people doing it, right? There's myself, there's Jimmy Barnes, there's Leroy Screwballs, Abigail Barry BBW, and Jonathan Ring, and we're giving away 5 pops. All you have to do is watch the video at the end. It'll tell you where to go, what to watch, and what else you've got to do, and it's as simple as that. And it goes on until May the 4th, I believe, so you've still got plenty of time to enter. Go and do it. And above all else, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Stay tuned for your chance to win 5 photo pops.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah. There's no hesitations after midnight. You give in to temptations after midnight. I said I'm gonna love you